So how have you got your plugins laid out? What's
it's always it's a strange one when you're building your show file at first. Is how are you going to organize stuff?
yeah.
And sometimes you end up with a system that you look at and go like, why did I ever choose that? But anyway, here we are. Drums are all my drum plugins.
Yeah.
Inserts are anything that are not drum plugins.
Yeah.
Vocals are vocal plugins.
Yeah.
Effects are effects. And what I've called outboard racks. So when I was building the show at first, none of this stuff was here.
Yeah.
So I just emulated all that stuff out here.
Knowing that you would go back to the originals.
Go back to the originals. So this was kind of a holding place. I've kept all my trim stuff out here as well.
Oh, okay. Nice.
So it's that's kind of like my notepad, as it were.
Yeah.
So all this stuff is more fixed. So within the effects world, which is what I think we're talking about, this was a game changer for me. The the EC300,
genius,
which you put me onto. I'd used the Echo Pro for years and years and years, and I thought nothing would ever replace it, but this has. I mean, I know there's other delay plugins out there, but to how easy it was to integrate this into the show in terms of programming it, getting tempos sorted, all that was just so easy, and then so quick to get it to sound good. So I've got one on the main vocal. Yeah. I've got one on the BVs as well. So they're not always doing the same thing.
Got ya.
This is another replacement that I thought would never happen, but the old DBX 120 is gone and the Pro Absol harmonic is in.
I always remember that was your that was tom sound of you that hit that.
Yeah.
That was replaced it with this one.
And again, I thought nothing will ever replace that. Over the and then in the beginning, I did have the 120 in the rack, and I went no, and then. But what had happened was I'd been mixing some stuff in the box, and I'd been using this quite a bit. So then on the drum side, it's there's a lot of just control. I really like, although the channel strip dynamics are fantastic, I just like the extra control that the Pro Expander gives me.
They're great. They're just
great.
Pro series is really good.
Fantastic. Little bit of Oxford dynamic on my overheads. I mean, that's really just tiny stuff for taste. On some of the drum pad stuff. So the Dom has two, what we call our SBDs, but they're not actually SBDs, but like standalone
pads,
electronic moments.
It's
got some down in the B stage, some up in the C stage, what we call the C stage.
Yeah.
So I've just got the arouser just gripping those together, Right.
So I associate you with the distressor for as long as I can remember. You used the distressor.
Yeah.
Arouser plugin?
It's really good.
Close, huh?
Really good. Yeah, really good. And there's a couple of little toys in it as well that bring it beyond the distressor. The obviously a blend function.
Yeah.
As you can see here, I'm using it.
You are.
The saturation is kind of interesting. You do kind of miss just like the randomness of. I don't really know what I'm doing here, but I think that sounds good. Whereas this is a bit more control. The attack modifications, you can see, I'm actually using that on this as well. It's a really good plugin. Again, with the Pro Multiband on some of my playback channels, I'll just sit that on it. So it's on a song-by-song basis what it's doing. It depends on the content of what's going on there. And, it can tailor that to that. But, so quick, so powerful, simple, straightforward. And, if you don't want it to sonically get in the way, if you know what I mean, it doesn't have to.
Yeah. It's phase coherent as well, right? So
exactly,
it doesn't mess with the phase.
It doesn't mess with the phase. It's it's invisible that way. A little bit of taste compression. These are more what I would call auxiliary channels that are happening here.
2As, BF76, standard kind of.
Just when you want to throw a different. Now, as you know, 901s were
901,
definitely my thing.
I just got an image of you just turning off a gig with a 901 under your arm back in the day.
And something I never thought it'd be replaced, but as you look around, they're kind of gone. Acoustic guitar, arouser.
Nice.
But with the Oxford de-esser.
I do exactly the same thing.
For the strumming gets a bit too much. These again are just sitting on Chris's distortion channels. So Chris, the bass player. Yeah. Distortion channels. So the way the bass has got a main kind of clean element, and then 2 levels of distortion that sit with that as well. So it's just tickling away. It's just, again, it's a a little bit of anti-fatigue and just catching stray things that come out, you know? Just a little bit of control on that. That's what that's doing. So then vocals, A600 again is just kind of replacing how I used to use the 901. Essentially a little bit of D-howl, as I call it. And then just a little bit of control up here. You know, when you see it actually, I mean, it looks like there's a lot going on, but in operation, it's just tucking stuff out. It's most active around here. Yeah. You know, it's you know, because I don't want to over compress the vocal either. It's like we were talking about, like allowing things to get loud and quiet. Yeah. You know, it's okay.
It's okay. We're live. It doesn't have to fit in a
it doesn't have to slot in. You know, it doesn't have to be within a 3 dB hole.